You think your parents have raised you well. My parents taught me to do the right thing and try to help people. I don't do that. I got upgraded on a flight from Milwaukee to New York. Not trying to brag, make a wish. And I got the first seat in first class. So now I'm the first person anybody sees. I'm the plane greeter. Anybody gets on the plane, I'm like, Assalamu alaikum, brother, good to see you. I'm praying for all of us. I'm not Muslim, but we all are, if you think about it. I sit down, white guy gets on, I'm like, what up? Black guy gets on, I'm like, what up? Indian woman gets on, I give her the "we're the only two Indian people on the plane" acknowledgement. I'm like, and she goes back to economy, and I'm like, one day, we'll all be in first class. I sit there, the flight attendant comes, she takes my drink order. I'm like, I want a Jameson and soda. She says, sir, it's 8 a.m. I said, you're right, put a lime in it. And then she goes back, and I start reading this article about the Ambani family. If you don't know the Ambanis, they're the richest family in India. They're worth $200 billion, okay? They just had a wedding for their son, $600 million. I was not invited. It's because I fat-shamed the son. Listen, if you're fat, cool, I don't care. You can't be fat and have $200 billion. Just buy the company that makes Ozempic, okay? That's the... And people tell me, oh, you're just jealous. No, they're not good people. They have a 600-foot tall tower, $2 billion residence, 600 feet tall, which is like 10 of their sons stacked sideways on top of each other. It's a big flex to be fat in India, okay? Look at all these people who can't eat. And Bonnie fans in the room? So I'm reading this article, I'm like, what kind of pieces of shit would have a $600 million wedding in the middle of impoverished ass Mumbai? If I was a billionaire, I'd be so much more kind and generous. Where the fuck is my free drink? As I'm thinking this entitled ass thought, the flight attendant, she comes stumbling out from behind the counter, sits down on her seat, and I'm looking at her like, it's a weird time to take a break. Just then, another flight attendant comes running down the aisle. He gets on the plane phone. He says, excuse me, is anyone on the plane a doctor? We're having a medical emergency. Then he looks at me. In his defense, I was giving Oxycontin to everybody. But no one raised their hand. So I said, fuck it, I'll do it. How hard could it be? I go up to the lady, I'm like, what are your symptoms? And she doesn't say anything. I'm like, that's a symptom. I check her pulse, you know, to grab her wrist, I check her pulse, but I don't know if I'm checking her pulse or mine. I don't know how that shit works. I'm like, it's wet, that's pretty bad. And the flight attendant's like, do we have to divert, doc? I was like, nah, we'll make it to LaGuardia, it's fine. Let's go. She's dead, but we made it on time, and that's what matters. I'm kidding, obviously I didn't do that. I didn't pretend to be a doctor. Indian woman on the plane, stereotype confirmed, she was a doctor. She ran down the aisle, she saved the day. After she was done stabilizing her, she turned to me as if to be like, you think I could sit there and monitor the patient for the rest of the flight? I'm like, I'm still waiting for this drink, I don't know. I know we said one day we'll all be in first class, but today is not that day. I did sit there feeling bad for myself. Here I could have been a hero, but I'm like, this is gonna be a great story. Laughter is not the best medicine. I tried to tell a joke. I said, if it's Boeing, you're not going, right? I'm looking at this woman dying and I'm realizing I've wasted my life. Because I wanted to be a doctor. When I came to college, I wanted to be a physician. I wanted to be a pediatric cardiothoracic surgeon. And then I got C+ in organic chemistry. I was like, fuck those kids. Fuck those kids and their weak ass hearts.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. How's everybody's economy doing? Good? Y'all ready to manufacture? My economy's doing great, thank you very much. My wife and I, we just had our first kid. Thank you. It's our newest employee. She's making a car for us right now. It's our first kid, but also our last. Thank you. Everyone who has more than one kid is always like, don't worry, you're going to want a second kid. You'll forget all the bad things about having that first child. No, I won't. I wrote them down. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot having a kid. I don't have any more jokes. I just had to get out of the house. So thank you, Jimmy, for letting me be here. I keep getting notifications on my phone from my nanny cam. Cry detected in the nursery. It's just my wife having a breakdown. Don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful that we had a daughter. However, I did envision having a boy. I thought my son was going to be the first Indian kid to play in the NBA. That's why I named my daughter LeBronda. Look out, Bronny James. It's stupid, I know. You're right. Having a kid has made me realize that I might have been a bad child myself, you know? I had anger issues as a kid. When I was in 6th grade, I got put in anger management because some bully stole my inhaler, chased him with a rock. Give me my inhaler! How dare you! And they put me in anger management, and the first thing they teach you, breathing techniques. Bro, just give me my inhaler. My dad worked 90-hour weeks, but every morning I'd find a way to bother him. One morning I sent my sister in. I said, Noka, go in the bedroom. Give mom and dad the finger. It means good morning. I did not see her give them the finger, but I did hear my mom slapped her across the face. I said, who told you to do this? And my sister, gangster. I would rather die than snitch on my brother. Oh, sure, thank you, yeah. It's a good joke, I like it. Having a kid has also made me feel poor. Yes, poverty is great. What? It's a big theme in my life, financial insecurity, but I think it's because I grew up thinking I was rich. Because my parents had one liquor store. But then I met actual rich kids when I went to summer camp. My roommates were the son of a very famous cardiologist, an investment banker's kid, and then the grandson of the president of Nicaragua. And I'm in there like, y'all want some of this whiskey I stole? It's in a plastic bottle, it's good. Anyway, I remember that day. I called my dad up. I said, Dad, we are poor. You need to work harder. And he said, okay, son, I will, but I have to go right now. I'm being robbed. Thank you, Dad. I appreciate it. My bad. I'm sorry. Anyway, as Jimmy said, I'm going on tour right now. I've traveled all across this country, and I realized we're in an angry country. Christians have bought up all these billboards. They say, repent, or you're going to hell. Confess your sins, or you're going to hell. I feel like as a Hindu, I should buy some billboards up just to lighten the mood. Try again. You'll get them next time. That's a theology joke. If you didn't get it now, you'll get it in your next life, I promise. That's a good one. And you're all welcome. You're all welcome to attend the Nimesh Patel show. Everyone is welcome. You might learn something. You might even have your life saved. The last show I did, a 70-year-old white guy passed out during the middle of my set. So, I've never seen an Indian person be funny before. I've been racist my whole life. I'm so wrong. But there's no better place to pass out than at a Nimesh Patel show, because as soon as he did, 100 Indian doctors got up. I swear to God. And they all went to help him. They all went to help this guy. Unfortunately for him, his last words were, I don't have insurance. They all sat back down. I'm Nimesh Patel. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Jimmy.
Oh, it's a good bit.
New York is the best city on the planet. I've been to all the cities. It is. And it's because people here are unintentionally funny constantly. My Indian friend and I, we were walking down the street in the West Village the other day, and this homeless guy goes, look at these two computers. I'm like, did he? No pun intended, I had no idea how to process that. I've been thinking about that for weeks. You ever want to control, alt, delete a homeless man? Like, what the fuck is he talking about? It's the best, dude. New York is the best. I was on the train in New York, and this woman came up to me. She had a shoebox with her. She goes, "Are you Indian? I heard Indians got big old dicks. You want to buy this size 8 Reebok sneaker?" And I bought that sneaker. Just to ensure she keeps getting her information from wherever she's getting it. I did that for us. Size 8 Indians, big old dicks. That's what you need to know about Indian people. No one knows anything about Indian people in this country. I didn't know anything. I didn't know how we ended up here. I thought most Indian people ended up here in the 70s and 80s, which is when my parents showed up. It's not true. The first Indians ever in America, they landed here in the late 1800s. We were looking for Christopher Columbus. We heard he was looking for us. Now, how from late 1800s till now did we become the most dominant minority? Now, research the story a little bit. 1800s we land. 1921, this Punjabi guy by the name of Bhagat Singh Thind sues the United States. He says, "I fought in World War I. I deserve to be a citizen of this country. My people, we deserve to be citizens of this country." He goes to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has to answer this one question. Is this brown guy white? Nope. Go back to India. They deported those 3,000 Indian people. Then in 1965, the Asian American Exclusion Act was lifted, and that's when Indians and Asians started slowly trickling back into this country. But that means, for 40 years, those 3,000 Indian people were in India, studying, preparing for our eventual return. Like, what do these Americans like? They like to eat, they like to sleep, and they like to drive. They're gonna need gas stations, they're gonna need motels, they're gonna need cardiologists. Gas, meds, and beds, baby. That's how we did it. If anyone asks you, yes. I should teach a history class.